Hey guys, so I am here at work. Started this vlog kind of late, but it's all good, you know. But yeah, I'm just chilling here. It's another day of work. Obviously, I don't do very much while I am working, except for take care of the little baby. He's eating right now. Say hi. So yeah, that's basically all I do today. Ooh, my double chin. Anyways, guys, I seriously need some help losing weight. Like, I don't know, this time around has been so tough for me. Like, I try and try and try, and it just doesn't function. I don't know. Like, I can lose it so fast. It's just like I'm not devoted this time around. I just think I'm lazy this time around. Seriously lazy, because I'm gonna start exercising. Like, I do it for 1 or 2 days and then I like stop. But I need to like keep going, you know what I'm saying? Ew, I have a lot of mocos. It's cold in here. But anyways, guys, yeah, so look how long my hair is, guys. It keeps growing and growing. I'm just like in love with it right now. Thank you to everybody that told me not to cut my hair. And this, where I decided to chop off my hair and think that I could do an angle. Yeah, those are barely growing back, but they're growing. So yeah, I've been struggling a lot lately with weight. Like, I don't know, I just don't like how I look every time I look at myself, either on here or in pictures. Yeah, y'all could be like, oh, well, why don't you just lose the weight? But it's just been really difficult on me this time around. It's just, I don't know. I've just been really down lately about that. And you'll probably think I don't have any problems, but I do. Even as a pastor's daughter, I struggle a lot, you know, with my marriage, with my life, with things in general that everybody also struggles with. So I'm not complaining. If it wasn't for the Lord, we would probably be disastrous and not knowing what to do. But I'm just glad, you know, the most thing that I was concerned about was my husband's court, and everything came out well and amazing, and I'm just so thankful for that. So yeah, I don't know, I really want to lose weight, guys. I really do, and I think it's because I don't see results quickly. I think it's because I don't see results quickly. That's why, like, I want to give up so fast, I guess. Like, I weigh myself and I'm just like, that's another thing. I know not to be weighing myself every day, yet I do it. I already know the rules. I know how to eat well. I know what to eat. I know how to exercise. And I know what I should be doing, yet I'm not doing it. So the things in the past have triggered me a lot with weight and how I look and all that. So, you know, things that we have gone through our marriage, you know, scars me for life. Because that's how girls are. We remember everything. Guys always tend to forget everything. Girls, no, we linger. We hold on to things that hurt us. So it is a struggle. And I've learned to give that to the Lord. So, oh, my eyebrow. But hopefully everything goes better with my mental life. I tend to keep a lot of things in. I'm just that type of person. I hate telling people my problems. It's all the emotion, like, and plus, you know, I just trust in the Lord that He's gonna do what's best for me, for my family. So I also don't want to be ever telling people my stuff, my problems, because it's just not me. I like to, I mean, in a way it's bad and good, because I tend to keep everything in. I do show my emotions a lot, like my sisters say. I do cry. I do, like, not hold it in if I have to. If I have to, I'll let it out. But Like, when it comes to my problems, I keep that to myself. Like, I don't really care to tell people about them. Especially my family. Like, I just don't tell my family anything either. You'd probably be like, what, that's your family, you're supposed to trust them. And, like, it's not that I don't trust them, it's just I don't want them to be worrying about me. Especially my dad. I'd rather just him not worry. He already has a lot on his plate. He's a pastor. He has a lot of people he has to care about. So, I mean, if it's something like huge, like this court thing, I'll just ask him to pray. He knows, like, if it's a big thing. But if it comes to like my marriage or any of that stuff, I just always keep that stuff out. And the only person I do tell mainly is my mother-in-law, because like she understands me. She's never been the type, whoever's fault it is, her sons or mine, she's never been the type to take sides. Or like if it is his wrongdoing, she's never been like the type to take his side even though he's wrong. So I really like that about her. And yeah, she always, see, I'm so sentimental, guys. I was about to start crying. But she always supports me, and yeah, so she's been the one that I turn to the most now and tell her my problems. Like, not even her. Sometimes I'll keep it to myself, because in the end, whatever happens, the Lord is in control. So I trust in Him completely, have faith in Him. Even if I do tell somebody what's happening, even if I don't tell somebody what's happening, either way, the result is going to be the result. The Lord is going to do what He is going to do, and I know that He is always on my side. So whatever is best for me, whatever is happening in life, I just have to, trust in Him completely. So there'll be times I do tell my family, like my sisters, but other than that, I just keep everything to myself. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I really want to at least be down in like the 160s by my birthday. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but I mean, I could try. Nothing bad about trying. And the first time I lost weight after I had her, let me turn down the TV, it's kind of loud. Anyways, the first time I lost the weight after having her, I was at 198. And then after I had her, immediately 20 pounds, I think it was. Yeah, I lost a good 20 pounds without doing anything, just like breastfeeding or whatever. And I was down to 177. So then from there, I lost 21 pounds. And then from there, I went to, so it's like 177. Well, within a month after having her, I lost literally all the weight, guys. I was down to 136. So yeah, I was back to my weight, back to how I used to be. But at that time, it was a struggle because my husband was not in the right place. We were young. When I had her, I was 18. And sorry, this is getting so emotional, guys. Like, I'm just like everywhere today, but I just want y'all to get to know me a little bit more. At that time being, I was struggling a lot with my marriage. My husband was not mature enough at those time beings. Everybody goes through this when they're first married, so if you want to judge, judge. just because we are Christians doesn't mean we don't go through the same thing. So, you know, me and my husband, we're both pastors' kids, so just keep in mind we didn't really, like, we had to follow a strict amount of rules. That's an excuse for him to have done what he did, but just keep that in mind. But at that time being, we were not in a good place. Like, after I had her, we were, but it only lasted for like a month, and after that it went downhill once again. But it was also like 5 years ago, guys, when I first got married with him. And or 4 years ago. But there was something said to me, like when I had lost all the weight. He just said that he didn't like how I looked and stuff, and I don't know if it was out of jealousy at that time because I had lost all the weight, and or if it was just out of bitterness of him, you know, not following the ways of the Lord. I always pretty much stuck to the ways of the Lord, but my husband kind of took a little turn there. But I've always known how important it is to stick to the ways of the Lord. It's the best thing you can do, and even if you're going through the worst timings, you always have that joy, that peace, knowing that the Lord is always there with you. And being, you know, we were in the right place, so he had said some things, and that has literally stuck to me. I mean, he didn't just say that he didn't like how I looked, he said like really pretty rude stuff, and that stuck to me through a long time now. I've tried the hardest to forget it and not be an effect to me now, because I know now he's more mature, in a better place, and following the Lord. But now he, you know, he's, no matter how I look, he loves me. But it's just always there now in the back of my mind, like, sorry guys, hold on, I can get myself together. Kind of depressing, like, it was at that time I was going through a lot, guys, like basically anything you could think of he was doing. So I was going through a lot, and I feel like now it affects me, like wanting to lose this weight, like thinking that it's gonna happen again. But like, I don't know, I'm getting so emotional right now. But anyways, I'll just ignore that, guys. Every time I do try to lose weight, it kind of triggers me to like hold back and not doing it. And I don't blame him, because like at that time he wasn't mature enough. Like, sorry guys. Anyways, but it's just really hard now, like, to lose weight, to think about it. Like, it just makes me think about that before I start doing it. And even though he reassures me and everything, it's just always there. And, you know, he feels bad for ever doing that. He was also, you know, like, on stuff when he had told me that stuff. So how the Lord can transform people, and how he can make a new person, like, with him. It's just amazing, guys, what transformations could happen. But that's something that always has stuck with me. I don't really tell a lot of people, but I'm sorry if I just went on a rant about shenanigans and like random stuff, but that's life. And I just hope that y'all enjoy this video. Stay tuned to see what else I have throughout this day on Vlogmas Day 10, guys. Stay tuned.